And you may have heard that Julian Alvarez, friend of the show now, I think we're going to say that, he won't, of course, be featuring. He's on his way to Atletico Madrid. Pep inevitably was asked about that move in the press conference ahead of the final.
I'm not a person like I like to say to the players what they have to do. The contract is nice, have a contract, but the contract can be broken. If you are not happy, why should be here? He's in incredible love with the team for his behavior. But like I said many times with the players, he want to leave. He want a new challenge. Atletico Madrid is a top club in Spain, in Europe, and when they suggest me through the club that he want to leave, I said, it's okay, if you want to leave. I was just happy. Imagine stay here when he doesn't want to stay. I don't know the reason why. He said to me, I want a new challenge. He felt or feels that is what he has to do. And last season play a lot, and in some moments play with Erling as well. But I understand in certain moments, important moments, maybe he thought he was going to play, and I respect a lot.
But is it the right move?
Great from Pep, though, isn't it?
Is it?
You can see why the players would absolutely adore playing for him. You can see it, and that's a top-class manager talking there.
But what a luxury to have, though. To have a player...
Yeah, 85 million is getting...
Well, no, I don't think he's thinking of the money, because it probably gives him a problem to try and spend it. What I love about Guardiola there is he's not being selfish, and he's not saying, right, I need you for one more year. He's just turning around and having empathy with the player, and the player said, I want to move, I want to go and try something different. Hang on, Frank. And then he's turning around and said, if you really want to go, I'm not going to keep you here, you can move. I love that about Guardiola. He's not just going to be really selfish.
Right.
It's a very comfortable position for Pep Guardiola. You have him and Ancelotti. They belong to the best club in the world. They are the best coaches in the world. So they know that they're going to replace substitute players like that quite easily, because they are the standard for that. And everybody wants to come to Manchester City or Real Madrid. That's what it is. And another way, I understand what Julian Alvarez wants to do, and I agree with him. If he wants to play more and be more important in the club, he has a right to leave. But it's easy for Guardiola. Yeah, you want to go? Go. No problem. Don't worry. I'm going to find somebody else. I have the money. I have the standard. I have the players around me to cope with the situation. You lose one player, you're going to get two other better. So it's why he's easy in his answers, and he's very comfortable.
That's a great point. As good a coach as he is, and yes, you can say that you can go if you want. Personally, I think the 85 mil's got a lot to do with it, but there are 98% of the other managers who, when they have a player like Alvarez and they want to go, the only thing you're thinking about is how we're going to win games. Frank's point is absolutely.
But if you've got the money that Guardiola's got, good luck trying to say to someone like Lautaro Martinez, at Inter, come and sign for us, because you think on paper what a signing that would be, and he's going, what, to sit on the bench? So that one's probably dead in the water. And then you've got to go through the players to try and find another Julian Alvarez who's going to be quite happy learning the Pep way for a season before then he forces himself into the team. So it's not just a case of, I think City have got like 95 million, you can go and buy anyone, because you've got to try and persuade the player to play second fiddle behind Erling Haaland.
You've got to think that they know what they're doing. You've got to think this is a club that for the last 8-9 years has been letting people go and bringing in other players. You've got to think that they've got somebody that they know they can go.
But they wouldn't have knew this.
Might not end up being.
But they wouldn't have known this 2 weeks ago, would they?
But they're going to absolutely come in and do a job.
But they wouldn't have known it 2 weeks ago. City. So now they're obviously.
I'll give you a good example.
They're planning way ahead, Don. They're planning way ahead. This is not a huge surprise. We might lose Julian Alvarez. We better go and have a look.
Way ahead.
Aye. Way ahead.
I give you a good example, Don. The season before, they signed Grealish. They won the title. They spent 100 million, and they say, well, Grealish is there. Why do I need somebody else? And they bought Doku. Who knew Doku? Nobody, except me, because he plays for the League One. But Grealish was out, and Doku played. And so it's why, you don't need to find somebody you're going to pay 100 million. It's not Chelsea. You just have to find the right guy. And Pep has the right scouts, the right people who know everybody in the world, who can be a plus to Manchester City. And the guy will be so happy to be just behind Erling Haaland. That won't be a problem. Or Kevin De Bruyne. So it shouldn't be a problem for Manchester City. Again, I go back to that comfortable position.